Divorce Dad Diaries, day 138 and 139, and I did 2 ads in the last week, so let's talk about it. So the first ad was for an app named Pam. Now that one's already gone live on Meta. I've already had a friend message me saying it popped up as an ad between the Facebook Shorts, I think that's what they're called. But they approached me a month ago, probably, but possibly even more than that, and said, hey, we've got this app, it's New Zealand made. Do you want to try it out, see if it helps with organising? I thought it was wonderful, still think it's wonderful, still use it all the time. And they were like, cool, let's work out if we can do a collab or something like that. So that was a real easy peasy. You see, I just kind of slotted that in the middle of a regular video, and then we continued on as per normal. But the one I really want to talk about is the one I just posted this morning, which was for Shark-D. So if you cast your mind back about a month ago, I did a video about how I bought one of them knockoff acupressure mats. And how I was going to use it all the time, and I did. I got into the habit of using it every night. But Shark-D saw that ad, and they were like, this is a great opportunity for us to send you a Shark-D and for you to do a comparison and see what you think. And while I did do the comparison, and I do love my Shark-D, I don't even use the knockoff anymore. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with it. That one was a bit different because it was it was almost a bit more professional, so to speak. They were like, what are your UGC rates? My what? So in case you don't know what that is, it's user-generated content. I had to go into a crash course on YouTube and be like, how do you determine your UGC? And then I remembered that my ex knows someone who works in social media, so I messaged her, and she messaged them, and then they messaged her, and they messaged back to me, and here's kind of what you would normally charge for your rates. But then they were also like, what's your rates for 3 months exclusivity? So I was like, what? So I had to look up that as well, and that's saying that they're allowed to use the video for whatever they want for 3 months, which is why it's going up on Meta. People charge a little bit extra for those exclusivity rights over just making a video, so I had to try and work that out as well. And I'm not going to talk too much about how much I got paid, but I am going to put it towards the fridge that I need. But that's kind of where the problems came in. But it's not because of the companies, no, it's because of PayPal. PayPal is being a pain in my ass. So I've only used PayPal once before, and it was for a friend who's coming over from the UK. I was meeting him for the first time, wanted to get a tattoo while he was in the country, sent me some money, I sent it to the tattoo artist, blah, 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 blah. So I haven't used it in a little while, and they see a payment come in, and they go, whoop, I don't know how I feel about that, freeze payment. For me to retrieve the payment, I have to provide an ID and answer some questions about what services I'm providing as a business. I don't own a business. Under New Zealand law, I don't have to be GST registered until I earn $60,000 from the business. At least that's my understanding anyway. They might be wrong, but that's what the IRD website told me. That doesn't mean I don't have to pay tax on it, but that's another issue. So they're like, provide an ID. So, take a photo of my driver's license, back and front, set that to them. In terms of the business questions, I was like, I don't own a business. So I just called their helpline and I said, what do I do? You want to know what goods and services I'm providing? I just made a video on TikTok. I don't really own a business. And they're like, oh, okay. And then they had a look at the ID and they're like, well, your address isn't on this driver's license. And I was like, yeah, because in New Zealand, your address doesn't have to be on your driver's license. You know, I move occasionally. It would be out of date for 9 years. And they were like, oh, okay, do you have a passport? And I was like, no. Do you have a birth certificate? No. Yeah, I had a birth certificate and then I lost it, so I ordered a new one and then I lost that one, and yeah, the forgetfulness. So they were like, well, if you can get that to us, we might be able to get around the whole business thing. So I hang up. I go to the DIA, Department of Internal Affairs, I think, website. Go to order a new birth certificate. 1 to 2 weeks of waiting time. So I gave them another call and said, what's going to happen to my money if I have to wait 2 weeks for this thing to turn up? And they said, oh, it should be fine. Why don't you just answer the business questions? And I was like, again, I don't own a business. And they said, yeah, be honest, say what you do. So the first question is, what goods and services do you provide? So I'm like, I make videos on TikTok. The second one is, where do you keep your stock? And I'm like, I don't have any stock. I make videos on TikTok. And the third one was like, what's your business address? And it was like, I don't have a business address. I make videos on TikTok. And then I hit submit. Bam. Your account has been permanently banned. So I asked them to review it and they said, sure, but it's going to take 3 to 5 working days. And it hasn't been 3 to 5 working days yet, but I'm going to keep calling them because this is just nonsense. You are a money transfer business, right? Isn't that the whole point of PayPal? And I cannot transfer money. So why the hell would I ever use your business ever again? Like, especially in New Zealand where it's almost instant to transfer from bank to bank online. I can go from ANZ to BNZ in 15 minutes. So why would I use PayPal if you're just going to put walls up? I don't get it. What is this strategy here? What are they going for? Do they think I'm like selling substances of a certain kind? I don't understand it. I provided my ID. You know exactly who I am. Do you think I'm not a real person? Either way, I'll figure it out. It's a problem for me to sort, but it's just a pain in the bum. So, will I be doing more ads in the future? Possibly, yeah, if they come up. I'm not going to go out and search for them. It's a whole extra layer of work on top of the already full-time job that I have. But I did enjoy making them in the end. Although TikTok can be real, like if you put hashtag ad in your video, it asks you to fill out questions about what brand you're advertising and stuff like that. It's really specific. They don't let you just post stuff with a hashtag ad in it. But I'm going to go now. I've got lots planned for the week ahead and I will catch you on the flip side.